This is Cody. Cody's Bait and Tackle, Warsaw, Missouri. I'm going to try to give a real quick fishing report here. I'll cover spoonbill, crappie, the walleye port below the dam. Cover what I can here real quick before we get swamped in the shop again. As far as spoonbill, right now the report's pretty well. All the fish on Truman are from Tally Bend up. Main Lake don't have a whole lot. There's a few scattered out, real hard to hit, moving fast. Lake of the Ozarks. Last weekend there was a lot of fish caught all up and down Lake of the Ozarks. This week, kind of the report's been everything has been below Browns Bend. There's a few fish caught above there early in the week. Pretty well everybody's talking like the fish are down in the 30 to 50, 55 mile marker range. That's where most of the Lake of the Ozarks spoonbill are being caught. There has been a couple big ones caught down there. I've only seen one great big fish come off Truman so far. Most of the fish up on the lake are 30, 40 pound fish. Kind of what I'm seeing on Lake of the Ozarks too. I've seen a few in the 60, 70 pound range down there, but nothing crazy. As far as catfish report real quick, there's still fish in the shallow creeks, shallow mud flats on the main lake where there's some current drawing now. It's got a bunch of fish. As far as Truman, a lot of them are still shallow up there. We're not set up with the thermocline yet or nothing like that. So most of the fish I've been seeing up there are from 25 foot or less. I haven't been seeing a lot deep. If you can find somewhere where, you know, Tally Bend, where there's some spoonbill being cleaned, the Ore House, places like that, there's always going to be catfish around them. Anywhere people are snagging, there will be catfish. Fresh cut shad's always going to be best this time of year. That's would be my go-to. It's not, the water's not warm enough to really drift fish yet. You will want to still be anchor fishing. I've had a ton of calls and questions about that. Some people see me post some great big fish last week and automatically thought I was already drift fishing. No, them was caught anchored in about 18 to 20 foot of water. Them fish kind of disappeared. They went up shallow on me, scattered out, but that was kind of the depth I was catching them at before I started snagging. On Lake of the Ozarks, most of my fish was from 12 foot down. 3 to 12 foot was where 90% of the fish was there. As far as crappie, the upper grand, bucksaw up, the bluffs and creek mouths, halfway back in the creeks has been the ticket. Minnows, jigs, you know, your purples, purple and chartreuse, red and chartreuse, black and chartreuse. That water's a little bit dingy up there. Same way with the Osage. The Osage is pretty dingy. They're running well, yesterday and today they're running quite a bit of water, finally trying to push some water back in Lake of the Ozarks. The Osage is dingy. It's going to be the same way, mostly creek mouths, halfway back in the creeks. The pockets are going to hold some fish right now. I would honestly say if you could get on some of them current seams in them creek mouths or where pockets on a bluff, that's gonna hold quite a few fish right now. Tebow, upper Tebow's loaded with fish right now. I have not heard anything on Windsor Crossing yet. I'm sure there's some fish up there. Or Windsor Crossing, I know there's fish. Upper Little Tebow, LT2 was good. Them fish kind of moved out. I'd say they're starting to move up in the bluffs, further up towards the bridge. Windsor Crossing area was really good for crappie a week ago. Them fish should still be there. A lot of small crappie though. You got to weed through them to get good crappie, but the Grand's been holding the better sized crappie right now by far. All the way from Bucksaw up to Sparrowfoot's been good. Otter Creek, Pretty Bob, Hay Creek, Jackson Branch, they've all got fish in them. White bass down below the dam, been catching quite a few good hybrids coming out. Been a few decent walleye come out. I have not heard of hardly any limits at all of walleye. Most of them being caught are right at dark or just after dark. That's about all I've got on the walleye down there. The deadwater, everybody's been asking, are they crappie? There's always crappie all winter long, spring in the deadwater. Spider rig jigs, minnows, just single pole jigging, live scoping, whatever you want to do in there, you can catch some fish right now. It should be pretty good. As far as catfish, like I said, Lake of the Ozarks, they're running some current now. You could probably get on some of them current seams, probably pick up some catfish there too. I think I pretty well covered everything. I have not heard anything at all on bass. Every report I've heard on them has been horrible. Truman and Lake of the Ozarks, so I do not have a good report on that yet. As far as white bass, hybrids up in the lake, have not heard nothing yet. Walleye up in the lake, I have not heard nothing yet. They should be up the creeks, starting to go up the creeks. Just haven't seen much caught by anybody up there as far as white bass and crappie and hybrids. So I appreciate it, y'all. I'll try to keep y'all updated as spoonbill season goes on. Thank you.